Now I'm hearing 12 and under from Coy, and Coy would know. So a chance to get your son or daughter to for them to ski all season long for free. All they have to do is go to the Junior Pass promotion and participate in that event. Check it out at sunriseskipark.com. That's sunriseskipark.com. And about set to rejoin our radio audience on the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. As we welcome you back to the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. The Cougars lead it 28-0. And punt, second half adjustments. In your opinion, where do the South Jaguars, what do they need to do here in the second half to get back in this contest?
Well, you know, clearly being down 28-0, they need to find a way to put points on the board. So offensively, I wouldn't be surprised to see them try attacking with some passing attack. You know, they found some soft spots in that secondary of Show Low. So we'll be interested to see what kind of adjustments they make there to try to get points on the board. Defensively, clearly, I think it's a matter of controlling the line of scrimmage a little bit better, putting pressure on Reisdorf in particular, and finding a way to keep them, Show Low, from getting outside on that defense. And I think Show Low really, I don't see anything really adjustment-wise. It's just more of don't give South Mountain the big plays. If they can make that South Mountain offense have to work, and even if they do put points up, you're going to burn through a lot of clock. And I think really the lesson for them, or the key for them, is just don't allow any big plays to produce for South Mountain here in the second half.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see if the Cougars are able to play with the intensity that they had in the first half. That's something that's got to be tough for a team that has had kind of a soft schedule coming into this contest, and they were hoping for a bigger challenge, but so far South Mountain has not come to that call yet. And but you know, anything can happen in the second half. We heard from Coach Carter at halftime that he's got some changes and that he's going to have a different team in the second half, and so we are looking forward to some second half of action here from the South Mountain Jaguars. We'll take a break, back with the second half kickoff when we return. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, lit to smile, love your smile.
Welcome back to South Mountain High School, home of the Jaguars. And the Show Low Cougars are up 28-0 over the Jaguars as we get set for the second half kickoff, brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. MPC has the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. When it comes time to plan for your college education, go with the college with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona, Northland Pioneer College. And I believe Ron Everingham has something for us. Ron, go ahead.
Yeah, just a real interesting conversation with Coach Carter here coming out of half. The quarterback, Jeremiah Williams, number 8, I asked Coach where his mom is. I'd like to do an interview. And he said, you know, his mom is disabled and she can't come to games. And this kid is a gritty kid. He said he almost tore his ACL 2 games ago, but he said, Coach, you can't keep me out of this game because I play for my mom. And so leading the region in every stat, it sounds like a really good kid, someone you really root for here in the second half.
All right, thanks, Ron. Great story. Hopefully his mom will be able to watch tonight's contest soon. I don't know if our stream is up yet or not. We haven't got word, but once we find out, we will let you know.
Well, meanwhile, a pretty good kick return by Gavin Hack for South Mountain brings it out to the 30-yard line. So good starting field position for South Mountain on their first possession in the second half.
And it looks like the stream is working. Second half is the charm in every game that we've done so far, and tonight's no exception. Williams going to carry off tackle right side, and he's going to be dumped back at the 28-yard line, and a little slow to get up.
That's just a read option by Williams trying to get her, but just good discipline by Show Low defensively. Linemen staying in lanes, outside linebackers doing a great job of setting the edge. Dallin Tenney among others on the tackle.
Well, and we talked about Williams and his mother not being able to go to games, and she can watch tonight as we finally have our stream working. And for those of you wondering about the first half, we'll try to put that together for you and have that up later in the week. As Jaguars are going to throw left this time on a quick screen to Hack, and Hack has some more room. He's going to be pushed out of bounds as he got past Cerna out on the edge and picks up about 8 yards that time after the loss. We're back within striking distance and a manageable third down coming up.
Oh, a great run after the catch by Hack, but more importantly, again, a great pass by Jeremiah Williams. He's shown us all night pretty much how accurate and precise of a thrower he is.
Opening paragraph here of the second quarter. 28-0 is our score in favor of the Cougars, and a 3rd and 7 from the Jaguar 33. Pump fake, throw, and it's tipped and almost caught. The 10 Hack had it in his hands for a moment, but could not come down with it. That ball was tipped. I miss who tipped it, but Jimmy Bevel mentioning how confident
he's throwing into pretty tight coverage, and he's still finding a way to hit receivers in the hands. That time a tip ball makes it hard for the receiver to ultimately pull it in. But he's shown the ability, has Williams all night long to throw into some really tight windows.
10.5 remains here in the third, opening paragraph of the third quarter. 4th down, and it looks like they're going to go for it. No, they're going to punt. That running punt by Williams bounces at the 43-yard line, and it is picked up at the 39. And that was Hack that time that, Cotton that time that picked the Jaguar bounce and looked like it was going to roll deeper into Cougar territory, but Cotton rather picks it up as it bounced right in front of him and stops it from getting any deeper.
Well, he does a great job, does Cotton, getting downfield on that punt coverage. As you see, maybe a little premature in picking it up. Just a sophomore, Cotton, among many on this South Mountain football team.
From the Cougar 39 and 10, Reisdorf hands to Emoto, sweeping to the right side. He cuts it upfield, hitting the backfield, but drags a tackler, now carries a guy, gets out of a tackle, and carries the pile out across the 45-yard line out to the 46. Oscar Enriquez was the first man to him, but he was able to shed that tackle and get yards after contact.
We also see Alberto Coda for South Mountain, the defensive end, trying to get outside, set an edge, but again, Show Low able to beat South Mountain outside.
Reisdorf in the gun. Stepping back, looking to throw, and he's in trouble.
Loses the ball.
Ball is loose, and the Jaguars have it. Jaguars have got it at the Show Low Cougar 48.
There was a little bit of pressure. Good, actually, good pass protection. Reisdorf tried to roll out of some pressure, and that's where he lost possession of the ball. And good job by South Mountain quickly jumping on it to get one of the only turnovers, I think, tonight for Show Low.
We see Caprice Fox, the who got that fumble for the Jaguars. The best starting field position of the night for the Jaguars at the Cougar 47. Williams from the gun. On 1st down and 10. Single back in the backfield, flanking him to his right. And it was given to Lee. He goes straight ahead, and he is not okay. Down on the turf.
Well, you can hear a pop from up here. Somebody got a piece of him pretty tight, and he's going to limp off. Will Lee, you can see him look like a wrapped ankle, and he's going to hop off now.
Jimmy had a pretty good look at it. Let's check level, Jimmy.
I just looked like he got his foot caught under the body. Not much blocking there for South Mountain. So the defense just got right on through, and when that happened, the kid obviously just had to go down. And when he did that, the foot got caught under, twisted him up. Hopefully he'll be okay.
All right, thanks, Jimmy. As South Mountain comes out and faces a second down and 11 from the 48. Looking to throw. Williams sweeping to the right. Now he steps up and is going to be chased out of bounds near the 45. Gain of about 3. Bring up third down and 8.
Really a good decision by Williams. He has receivers going deep, but Show Low sending 3 safeties deep, cover 3. Really no one open, so good decision making by Williams to just at least get out of bounds and knock off as big of a gain as he can.
You know, Williams does a lot of running in this game. You see him there on the sideline, and he talking to the coach, and he is shuttling the plays in himself. Williams looking to throw right side, and he's got a man. It is caught, and it is Rebels on the reception. He's knocked out of bounds, close to a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
But again, a nice hard pass to a tall receiver, Keandre Revels, the senior, who has to climb a ladder to get up to catch that, but good hands by him to pull in that hard pass.
Rebels, as you mentioned, a 6'1", 150-pounder. Got up in the air and hauled that one in. And they are saying first down, or yeah, they are saying first down, but they can't quite get the chain gang to move the chains. And I believe Show Low may be calling timeout to ask for a measurement.
Well, they still have third down on the marker, and it's close to the first down, what would be the first down. So I'm not sure if now they're flipping it to fourth. I know it's got to be a first down.
I thought they were signaling for first down.
That's what I thought as well.
I'm not sure if Jimmy got an eye on it.
Maybe they're just trying to figure out. They're just trying to figure out the spot.
Let's go down to Jimmy Bevel. Jimmy.
Well, it's just interesting that visitor side always has the markers on their side, and Reisdorf was real stingy with that mark. It looks like he was looking all the way down it, which is smart by him. That's one of those things that you do as a coach. But first down, looks like they're going to move it. Who knows? But Reisdorf always knowing what's going on in the game.
All right, thanks, Jimmy. And he's, of course, calling a timeout there to try to keep them from moving the chains, but the officials have already made the decision.
They finally do move the chain.
They put one on the box but didn't move the down markers. Now they do, and they mark it for play, and it's a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Jaguars at the Cougar 37. 8.5 remains in the third. They're down 28-0. Snap to Williams. Hand straight ahead to Lee. Lee fighting his way through traffic, and now will be snowed under by the Cougars after he picks up about 3 or 4 hard-earned yards. I believe he had forward progress out to the 35.
Yeah, those are very tough 3 yards there for the runner for South Mountain. Again, that defensive front for Show Low just doing an outstanding job. Meanwhile, secondary for Show Low pretty consistently just falling back into cover 4, which you should expect, you know, recognizing that South Mountain's in a position here where they need to get a lot of points quickly.
Twins right. Williams in the gun. 28-0 Cougars. From the Cougar 35-yard line, second down and 8, and Williams is chased out of bounds near side. And that's going to be a loss on the play. Back to the 37, original line of scrimmage. So it brings up third down and 10.
And again, Show Low defensively, even with the speed of this South Mountain backfield, doing an outstanding job of just forcing those runners, whether it's quarterback rolling or running back trying to get outside. The Show Low defense just doing an outside outstanding job of setting that outside edge and forcing the runners to go side to side rather than up the field.
Receivers to the left, and a slot lines up on the left side. Single receiver to the right. Williams on 3rd and 10. Throws, has it blocked and knocked out of his hands, and that time getting into the backfield for the Cougars was Gabbard. And disrupting the play, Dylan Gabbard, a 5'10", 190-pound junior for the Cougars, preventing Williams from rolling out like he wanted to.
Yeah, and Williams just really not having time, certainly very limited time compared to what we've seen Reisdorf be able to get from his offensive line.
And so we're limited with our broadcast right now. We're streaming, but we only have a one camera view of what's going on. So at some point we're going to try to reboot and solve that problem for you. Williams throws down the near sideline, and it is knocked out and picked up. Interception, Cougars, and they say he's down, but the interception is made by Show Low's Trayson Neff. That ball was tipped. It looked like, who tipped it?
It was tipped by a South Mountain receiver, the intended receiver, and then it goes off a defender that was covering that receiver, and Neff was there to gather it up. The reason they're calling it down is Neff was on his knee as he picked up that pass before it hit the ground.
Ball will be spotted.
Meanwhile, the quarterback for South Mountain, he's able to finally walk off, but he took him a while to get up after taking a pretty big hit from that defensive front from Show Low.
At the 28, Reisdorf hands off on a sweep to the right side to Turner. Turner is going to get about 9 yards before he's piled up on and pushed backwards shy of the 40-yard line. The penalty marker is thrown all the way back at the 30. We'll await the call of the head official, Sean Martin.
10 yards from the spot. We'll replay first down here.
Holding, number 1 of the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 1.
And that is, Sean Charles, the head official.
And again, he's calling Jake Reedhead, number 1. Wideouts for Show Low, who I believe is in motion that time. But again, offensively, Show Low just doing a really good job of being able to beat South Mountain outside offensively.
Here it comes. Looking to throw. Reisdorf down the middle, and he's got a man caught by Reedhead at midfield. Good for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. First down on 1st and 18.
Well, we talked about Williams and his pinpoint passing for South Mountain. There's an example of Rhett Reisdorf hitting a receiver in stride, in pretty tight coverage, one-on-one, but just an excellent pass by Reisdorf to find the open receiver deep in the middle of the field.
And we welcome back our radio audience as we sweep to the right side this time on the give to James Turner, and Turner has 8. Just shy of the 40.
And again, just a pitch out to the right side that time. Show Low just doing outstanding blocking out on that edge. South Mountain not able to even come close to setting an edge. Show Low taking full advantage.
6:16 remains in the 3rd, and the Cougars go right side this time with a moto on the carry. He picks his way through traffic, dances his way, and then is upended at the 20-yard line. Good for another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down inside the 20. They'll spot it, I believe, at the 18.
And Moto, just amazing tonight, the way he's able to break tackles and just continue to fight, run downhill. Just a very aggressive runner for Show Low all night, doing a great job.
And the give is up the middle this time, and the Jaguars are there, and they stuff him in the backfield as they go back to a moto.
And that's with 4 South Mountain defenders bringing a moto down finally at the point of contact.
After he does pick up 3 yards on that punt to bring up 2nd and 7. Brown sets up as a wing on the left side in a trip set. in a bunch on the left side, and Reisdorf is going to keep it and run. He is going to be snowed under inside the 10. It'll be very close to a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
You know, we can see too from up here when Reisdorf does roll out on those pass plays, there's big lanes, open gaps in the line of scrimmage. Reisdorf smartly that time taking advantage of a huge gap in between the defense and able to knock off a big gain there on the ground.
5:02 left to play third quarter. Cougars up 28-0. They're going to bring the chains out to measure. We'll have the hopefully get a shot of it. There we go. Camera operator up top. Gonna get the mark set here. Find out how close this is. We'll see if the camera operator can move to his left a little bit and zoom in on the ball. And it's good for a first down. Show Low with a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. And with 5:02 remaining, the Cougars looking to put more points up. They have scored on 4 drives. They're opening 4 possessions. Able to net. And now their second drive of the second half. They fumbled in their opening possession of the second half, and then
Defense, 5 yards. Still first down.
So we get a penalty against the Jaguars. Encroachment is called.
And that's just defensive linemen jumping when they see the motion man go. That's, you know, one of those discipline things we talked about at halftime.
Jumbo's package in now with the Amoto motioning out of the backfield. Reisdorf rolling to his right, throws right into the breadbasket of Gardenier, and he can't hang on to it.
That's as you say, Camden, the receiver staggered in the end. Well-placed pass. You could hear it hit the pads, it sounded like. But, yeah, receiver's just not able to gather it up. But you can't fault Reisdorf on that at all.
There's been 3 passes into the end zone that have been dropped tonight by Show Low Cougar receivers. And we talked to Reisdorf talking about things that they need to work on, and when will they, you know, some other guys come in, and problem is they're still working on some stuff. Hand to Amoto, and Amoto is going to go off tackle right side, and he's into the end zone for the score from 4 yards out. Touchdown Cougars.
Yeah, great run by Amoto again. We talked about his aggressiveness, something he's just excels at that time, actually showing great patience. He's running outside, waits for his little lane to develop to get some blockers, and makes a really hard abrupt cut upfield north-south and able to cross the end zone. Just outstanding work all night tonight by Chris Amoto.
The senior, the 5'11", 170-pounder Chris Amoto. And Gardenier comes on to put up the point after try, and with 4.5 left to play in the third. It's the Show Low Cougars up 35-0 over the Jaguars. We'll step away. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide 1067.com. And Murphy got up there and extended himself and got hit in the back. Defensively for the Cougars coming across, it was Chase Avila for the Cougars. Williams looking to throw on third down. Flush from the pocket, throws right, and is almost picked off as he threw into double coverage. Closest person to it for the Cougars was Neff. Neff already with an interception tonight, almost had another one there.
And Williams, you know, he could sense the pressure from behind, and I don't know if you heard the footsteps or not, but there was a big wall of Show Low defenders coming right down up on his back, and he knew he had to get rid of that quickly. Not a lot of room to put that pass into. Great defense in the secondary by Show Low.
Down and 4th and 4 on the 41, going for it. And a wobbly pass is going to be picked off on the near sideline. The catch is made for the Show Low Cougars by Cody Irwin, the senior cornerback.
Well, he had the receiver one-on-one against Irwin down the sideline, so, you know, not necessarily that bad of a decision. It was just not a real tight spiral coming out of Williams' hands. Kind of had a lot of air underneath it, a wobbly pass, which allowed the defender to cut underneath and get high, go on high point and pull it down. But had he been able to throw a better pass and get a better release out of that ball, he might have had a shot at getting that receiver down the sideline.
Yeah, it left his hands a little funny. It looked like maybe it slipped out at the last minute. Reisdorf under center now, and they hand to Brown. Brown off tackle right side, slips a tackle. Now another one, bowls his way across midfield into Jaguar territory, knocked down at the 45. A Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Cougars.
We've seen that from Brown for many years for Show Low, just steamrolling up the middle. Had good blocking, but regardless, his power just able to steamroll a bunch of defenders.
From the Jaguar 45, 1st and 10, give to Brown. Right side, he carries some Jaguar players with him across the 40-yard line. They'll be marked down at the 40 or 39, a gain of 7.
And where we've seen Show Low predominantly for the most part all night long running spread offense, they're going to bunch up here, put 3 backs into the backfield, and clearly just going to the running game here to burn down the
under center, takes a snap, going to sweep left side on a counter, and with room around the edge, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, 10, and see James Turner on the carry, and Turner picks up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
Well, as you say, Camden, after seeing the middle with 2 big gains, Show Low coming out with a same formation and able to beat again South Mountain out on the edge and turn up the field for a huge gain.
Give to Brown, he slides. Jason Brown, touchdown, 9 yards out. Touchdown of the night.
That didn't take very long.
No, it didn't. The clock mentioned, but they didn't burn much clock.
No, they just, and again, all runs.
Is that 4 plays, 5 plays?
Well, Brown twice, the outplay counter on the out, and then, yeah,
and then
4
this
plays.
One, 4 plays. After the interception, short field, about a 60-yard field, and they go a little over yards in 4 plays. Gardner point after try is good. 2:49 here in the 3rd. The Show Low Cougars are up 42-0. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Back to you.
Welcome back. It's the Cougars up 42-0 over the Jaguars of South Mountain High School, live from Phoenix, Arizona. This is high school football presented by Show Low Ford, and I want to remind you the best location to pick up your next car, truck, van, or SUV is Show Low Ford in the White Mountains. They guarantee they will not be beat on any new Ford. Doesn't matter where you go to buy it, you can get it for a better deal at Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce. Gardner's kick is short and picked up near the 20-yard line by Cotton, and Cotton can't get much on the return, though, as he's knocked down right at the 20.
Well, he gathers it up. The kickoff does Cotton on the. He tries to reverse field and get to the right sideline, but Show Low very disciplined And their kickoff team staying in lanes and able to just, again, force the runner to go side to side and ultimately tackling them. Not too bad a field of position to start the drive. South Mountain on their own 30. Or no, I'm sorry, it's on the 21, my bad.
21, yep. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars. Williams in the gun. Sets a man in motion from left to right. They pitch to him on the sweep on the right side. It's Hack. He turns it upfield and gets away. Can't get away from the second guy, though, after getting a decent block on the edge. But he's going to be dropped after a gain of about 2.
Well, Trayson Neff, number 22 for Show Low, coming up hard from his outside linebacker position. Again, doing a great job of forcing the run inside, stringing it out, but then forcing it inside. And then you have a defensive lineman for Show Low, Cody Myers, 66, sliding down the line of scrimmage and ultimately make the tackle for better, outside defense than that. Show Low executing very well tonight and limiting that outside run from South Mountain.
Minute and a half left to play third. Cougars lead 42-0. Jaguars on 2nd and 9 from their 22, going to the air, and nobody there. Intended receiver is Hack, and he cannot catch up to it as it was thrown way out of the way.
Well, Hack had a step out in the flats in front of the 7 Show Low. He had a step on him, did Hack, but just not a well-placed pass that time by Williams. Couldn't get it to the receiver.
And equipment. It looks like their left tackle had his shoe untied. That's teamwork when you can get one of your wide receivers to help you tie your shoe. 3rd down and 9 from the 22. Williams throws left side, and it is caught. Rebels close to a 1st down out across the 30. Again, on the spot.
That's that route, that quick route out into the deeper flat that we've seen South Mountain run quite a few times tonight. They've had good success with it. And again, a very well-placed pass by Williams. Kind of a timing receiver. And we're starting to see some substitutions by Show Low, at least on the defensive front.
Good 1st down for the Jaguars. Williams steps back, now throws left side. At the 42. Catch by Murphy. He's pulled down at the 38. And it's a Mountain Mobile Auto Blast 1st down for the Jaguars.
Well, the defense was in the right place. Number 12, Aaron Villalaba. He just mistimes his leap to try to high point that ball, allowing the receiver, 83, Ja'Cory Murphy, to go up and grab it, as you say.
And that'll end the 3rd quarter of action. 4th and finals coming up next. The Cougars lead it 42-0. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Show Low Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to showlowford.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
In Show Low.
Welcome back. As we get a shot of Ron Everingham down on the sideline, we're going to go to him in just a second, but first we'll the Jaguars, they hand off left side and have some good yardage as Miller carries for about 8 or 9. Let's go downstairs and
Camden, thanks. Down here with senior safety and wide receiver Keon Edwards. Keon broke his collarbone first game of the season. Looking forward to coming back next week. Tell us a little bit about your team. I see a lot of positivity over here. Coach says this year has been focused on being competitive, working on winning into the future. What do you like most about your team?
About my team, it's just, you know, we're some really hard workers. We don't stop. We just keep pushing. You know, last year we had a pretty rough season. I think we only won like 3 games and stuff, and we're just, you know, it's kind of new to us. We got new coaching staff, and we're just trying to do it to the best of our abilities. We're just working hard.
All right, Keon.
And a pass to the near sideline.
Keep the guys.
Almost a touchdown. Thanks, Ron. And incomplete on 2nd down and 2. The intended receiver Murphy that time had a step on his defender, but he couldn't come up with it.
Well, Murphy slowed up just a little in that route, and Williams again throwing it all the way to the end zone with a lot of loft on it, because he's recognizing that Murphy, one of the taller receivers out there, has a height advantage, and he's trying to take advantage of that.
Williams in the gun again, this time on 3rd and 1 from the 29. Cougar 29, throws left, has his man caught. No, incomplete. Had it for a moment. It was Rebels who went upstairs to pull that one down, and somewhere in the process of going to the turf, lost the handle on it. A lot of outstanding athletes on this. Like to see their program continue to see success.
Well, I think more importantly, their quarterback, Jeremiah Williams, he's shown a lot of leadership outside of just the athleticism. He's just a junior, so he'll be back again next year to lead this team again.
Lined up in the gun again is Jeremiah Williams. They go play action now, rolling left and running is Jeremiah. And out of bounds near the 20, and it's good for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down on 4th down. I believe that is their 3rd 4th down conversion tonight. 3 of 4 on 4th downs. 9:20 left to play here in the contest. Cougars up 42-0.
Well, of course, with that score, you know, we're at a time in the 4th quarter here where Coach Reisdorf is starting to sub in some guys, at least on the defensive side.
Couple receivers left. Murphy lines up as a wide receiver on the left side, and a wing on the left side is, I believe, Lee. They go deep right side, and it is caught but out of bounds. And it was Revels again, the intended receiver. It looked like he came down with it, but he was out of the end zone.
And when you look from where Williams threw that ball in the pocket on the opposite side all the way across the field into that corner, you know, granted, he puts a lot of air underneath it to allow the receiver time to run under, but he's showing a good arm. He's not that big, 5'8", 160, but a nice arm.
2nd down and 10. And the snap here to Jeremiah Williams, and Williams picking his way through traffic and trying to get inside the 10.
And again, he's leaving the pocket, whether by design or just because he feels the pressure. I think that was a design run play for him, but he's very evasive. You know, he sets up defenders, puts moves on them, and is able to bust outside. Doing a good job.
3rd down and 5 from the Cougar 18. They send a trip set to the right side of the formation with Revels and Murphy. And also Gavin Hack. Now Hack comes in motion across the formation from right to left. They throw to the left side, and it is caught by Ortiz. Receiver on the near side. Or is that Martinez, Moises Martinez? And we apologize to those of you listening on the radio side. We lost connection again, and glad to have you back as they send a wide receiver to the far side. That's Revels. Murphy and Hack on the right side. And Moises on the left side. They throw underneath, and it is caught by Hack and in for the touchdown. Hack scores it from 10 yards out.
And again, that's a rollout by Williams, and finding a receiver also rolling out into the flat. He's able to beat number 22 for Show Low, Trayson Neff in the short zone, and just basically outrun him to that corner, and a well-placed pass by Williams to allow South Mountain to get their first touchdown of the game here in the fourth quarter.
That's a Black Diamond Auto Glass touchdown for the Fighting Jaguars, who score their first of the night. And on to try the point after try here is a lefty. And it's number 30, Esteban Jimenez, to put the point after try up, and it is up, but it's wide to the right, no good. So, with 6:25 left to play here in the fourth, finally the Jaguars are on the board. They trail 42-6. This is station of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk 106.7.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Show Low Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to showlowford.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
I've left to play here on the clock, and we welcome back our TV audience. Not sure what happened there, but they're back now for the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. Esteban Hernandez with the kickoff, and a high tackle that time. Looked like it was a tackle by the Jaguars.
Everard Taylor, number 33. I'm not sure if they're going to call.
Personal foul, face mask, 33.
I wasn't expecting that call.
Yeah, I thought it was a clothesline, but it sounds like he got part of the mask. And that was Villalba on the return for the Cougars. So we are 6:16 away from the end of this ball game, and the Cougars right now up 42-6. Cougars with some second string players in at quarterback for the Show Low Cougars. There's a guy. They hand it off right side, and Ethan Walker picking his way through traffic and has a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
And a great job by Ethan Walker. You know, he just shows good patience and reading the blocks and cuts upfield quickly for knocking off a great game there for Show Low. Sophomore is Walker.
I'm looking for a number 5 on my Show Low roster. I don't know where you got McGinnis. And he's going to keep left side. And he has a first down as he's out of bounds in Jaguar territory near the 32-yard line. We'll see if we can get a name from Ron Everingham on the phantom player out there who just picks up a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Cougars. Looks like some fresh faces on the Jaguar things as well. One of those is big number 71 for the Jaguars in tonight.
Well, if it is McGinnis, it looks, his stature looks right. He's 6'3". He's a freshman for Show Low.
There's a snap in the hand and the give again to Walker, and Walker bangs his way close to another first down. As it's going to be right at that yard to gain marker at the 22. And they say good for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. 5:06 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Show Low up 42-6. And set in the gun is perhaps McGinnis. He's rolling right, throws deep, has a man, and is almost picked off that time. Was that Murphy down there?
Number 88 for South Mountain.
That is Hayes, Jaden Hayes, the free safety coming over to break that play up.
And he's tracking down the receiver in the end zone is Hayes, and he turns right at the exact perfect time to find the ball right in his numbers, just not able to pull it in for the interception.
So number 5 is Keegan Clark for the Show Low Cougars.
We don't have him on our roster.
A freshman quarterback here for the Cougars, and a mishandle of the snap, and Clark has to cover it up. So Keegan Clark, a freshman, I'm not sure how big he is.
He's tall. One of the taller kids out there, at
Another
least.
Clark kid coming up through the ranks. Clock approaching the 4-minute mark of the contest. In the fourth quarter, Cougars lead 42-6 here from South Mountain High School. 3rd and 15 from the Jaguar 27. Handoff to Walker again. Walker trying to get to the edge, and the Jaguars push him back at the 30-yard line. He got forward progress to the 30 and was pushed back to the 32.
Well, a couple of good things positive defensively for South Mountain. One, good pursuit angles to shut off the outside, something they've struggled with tonight. And number 2, a lot of defenders in on that gang tackle. So good team effort there by South Mountain on the offensive side of the ball.
3.5 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Clock rolling as Clark comes out and gives the play and breaks the huddle to his receiver here to the near side. Clark and the Cougars, I think, gonna have to burn a timeout.
Timeout White.
And we'll take it with them. With 3:13 left in the fourth, Cougars lead 42-6. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. Well, what a night for that team right there, the Show Low Cougars. They're up 42-6 with 3:13 left to play here in the contest over a school that is 2 divisions bigger than they are. The 5A Jaguars of South Mountain. Clark looking to throw, throws right side, has Walker, but Walker fell down. He threw it to the outside, and Walker was expecting it to the inside. I'm not sure what happened to the route that time.
Yeah, that was I don't know if you can fault the route. Walker was running upfield, as you say, Camden, and quarterback just threw it behind and short a little bit, forcing the receiver to come back. Had he led him just a little bit better, he would have had a lot of green in front of him, assuming he caught the ball.
Of course. 42-6, and Quentin Clark, a guy that comes to mind when you talk about Keegan Clark, the freshman quarterback who's out playing for the Cougars here. They turn the ball over on downs, and the Jaguars are going to get it back with 3:05 left to play here in the fourth. Quick throw to Murphy on the near side. It's caught at the 38. for about 8 yards.
Good tackle by Zavon Brooks, number 88, coming up quickly, closing the distance on that reception to make an outstanding open field tackle for Show Low.
2nd and 1 for South Mountain.
2nd down and 1 for South Mountain. Wide receiver to the far side is Revels, with a couple of them in tight on the line. One of those Murphy, and I believe the other one's Hack. They hand it off to Lee straight ahead. Lee, no, excuse me, that's not Lee, that's Miller. And Miller has a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down to midfield.
That's another sophomore for South Mountain in the backfield tonight, making a great run there.
And I believe the tackle was made that time by Cody Myers. And a fresh set of downs for the Jaguars at the 49. Murphy and Hack wide to the right side of the formation. And 2 receivers here to the near side as Williams takes the snap from the Jaguar 49, goes deep down the field, and it's going to be picked off. The interception is made by Villalba.
This great deep Villalba along with another player safety back there. But they're doing a great job of keeping those receivers in front and able to get the interception there.
Minute 52 left to play in the 4th. And again, the Cougars lead it here 42-6. And with the interception, the Show Low Cougars will try to sustain a drive here to burn the rest of the clock on. Freshman quarterback on the field, Keegan Clark, brings his troops to the field, to the line of scrimmage rather, and sends Villalba wide to the left, along with, I think that's Manning out there on the left side. Looking to throw, rolling to his left. He slips a tackle in the backfield, steps up, throws it away. Threw it out of bounds. Brooks was the other receiver on the near side.
Well, actually, that was a pass to Vincent Manning, number 34 for Show Low. Hits him right in the hands. Just not able to gather it in, but you can't fault the pass by the quarterback. Well placed.
Manning, another sophomore on this Cougar team, 5'8", 130-pounder. Just couldn't quite reel that one in, and that's frustrating for a quarterback when you put it on the money and the receivers don't bring it in. 2nd down and 10 from the 17. Snap to Clark, hand left side to Walker. Walker sweeping left side, has the edge, turns it upfield, and gets across the 25. And Walker running hard for the Cougars. And it looks like the future of the Show Low Cougar team is
pretty solid.
In pretty good hands.
Walker, again, just a sophomore, 5'5", 155, but man, he is quick and runs hard.
3rd down and 2 from the 26. Walker flanks Clark to his right. They give to Walker. Walker goes off tackle left side, has a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, fakes out our camera operator and gets out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Call it the 40-yard line.
Well, he fakes out the camera operator and outruns the South Mountain defense on that side of the field. Does a great job of the edge, getting past the edge, and then turning upfield for another nice gain.
Clark calls the play, brings it in from the sideline. We're under a minute to play here in this contest with the Cougars leading 42-6. Stringers in, and they do a direct snap this time to the back in the backfield who is flanking Clark to his right. That's Josh Chatterton, the junior fullback for the Cougars, and he comes up limping.
Yeah, he's going to hop off the field, something, either his ankle or knee on that left side.
Chatterton took it back to the line of scrimmage, but not much else, and the Cougars are going to call it at the last play of the game. Jaguars won't do anything to stop the clock, and with the Show Low Cougars coming away with a victory here tonight, 42-6 over the Jaguars of South Mountain. And we'll be back to recap this one for you, plus a look at our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. Also, our Deemers Glass shattering hit of the game is coming up. Need glass for your home or business? Deemers Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. Quality glass at affordable prices. Deemers Glass and our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store with the best hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. You'll find it at the Honda Ski and Sports Store on Highway 260, right-hand side of the road, just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. Post-game comments are coming up next. This has been Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk 106.7.
Ace Hardware is certainly the place to get everything from hardware to tools, lumber to drywall, propane to wood pellets, and so much more. But did you know that Ace also has one of the White Mountains' best collections of artificial and silk flowers? Ace Hardware is the best place to find completed arrangements or get all your favorite individual items and make your own. If you're crafty, you'll love everything Ace Hardware has to redecorate your home or create unique, one-of-a-kind gifts in their complete craft section. Oh, and find an unlimited variety of herbal teas from the brand for tea's sake. Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard.
When you think glass, think Deemers Glass in Lakeside. Deemers Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemers Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
And we are still in break, guys. Still in break.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Show Low Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to showlowford.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu. Sunrise Park Resort is open more days this summer and 7 days a week during July and August. New this summer is the Sunrise Zipline Tour. 6 lines of fast, zipping fun. Bring the family for scenic lift rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, a tube slide, airbag jump, climbing wall, and archery target. Stay at the Sunrise Hotel or rent a motorboat or kayak at the Sunrise Lake Marina. Visit the general store for all your camping and fishing supplies. For specific days of operation, call 735-7669 or go to sunriseskipark.com.
Welcome back to South Mountain High School. Camden Smith alongside Punt Cooley. We're awaiting Coach Reisdorf and hopefully a couple of players as we see some of our crew down on the field from Show Low High School, bringing you the sights and sounds of tonight's contest. 42-0.
6.
Or 42-6, rather, I should say, was the final score of the Cougars with the win tonight. Time now for our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. Actually, we'll postpone that for a moment. As we know, we don't have the straight line play of the game at the moment. We're going to go to the, what do we have? Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store on Highway 260. Best selection of hiking, hunting, camping, and fishing gear. You'll find it out at the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Punt, always tough to choose, but a good man for the job.
Well, thank you, Camden. Nice try. You know, when you look at Show Low, I mean, they're offensive, defensive line play today I thought was outstanding. Rhett Reisdorf had a good night passing the ball, and you got to give some credit to that line for allowing him the time and space to be able to just kind of work through receivers. And, we saw him throw some good balls tonight. A lot of drop passes, or quite a few drop passes by Show Low, something I'm sure they'll look forward to improving upon. But, Rhett had a great game tonight. And then when you look down the roster, there's just so many guys that did well defensively for Show Low, and offensively they've got a lot of weapons. And it's whenever we watch them play, it's always really tough. It's tough to single one person out. But the one player that really impressed me tonight for Show Low was number 15, Chris Emoto. We saw him to run the ball really aggressively, just a lot of energy, a lot of force, runs downhill real well. We saw him slipped a lot of tackles, a couple of really nice spin moves on the sideline, scored some touchdowns tonight for Show Low. So I think overall, even though there was a lot of guys contributing big things during the game for Show Low, the play of Chris Emoto tonight I think was exceptional, and especially outstanding in many respects, and certainly deserving a player of the game.
All right, Chris Emoto, our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Best selection of hiking, hunting, camping, and fishing gear. You'll find it out at the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store south of Pine Top on Highway 260. And we are awaiting an interview with Coach Reisdorf, and while we do that, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more. Live from South Mountain High School. The final score, the Cougars win it tonight 42-6, as you see Reisdorf talking to his team there with the victory here against a much bigger 5A school here in the Valley. We'll be back. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Show Low Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to showlowford.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
This is high school.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Sunrise Park Resort is open more days this summer and 7 days a week during July and August. New this summer is the Sunrise Zipline Tour. 6 lines of fast, zipping fun. Bring the family for scenic lift rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, a tube slide, airbag jump, climbing wall, and archery target. Stay at the Sunrise Hotel or rent a motorboat or kayak at the Sunrise Lake Marina. Visit the general store for all your camping and fishing supplies. For specific days of operation, call 735-7669 or go to sunriseskipark.com.
We're still in break, guys, still in break.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Ace Hardware is certainly the place to get everything from hardware to tools, lumber to drywall, propane to wood pellets, and so much more. But did you know that Ace also has one of the White Mountains' best collections of artificial and silk flowers? Ace Hardware is the best place to find completed arrangements or get all your favorite individual items and make your own. If you're crafty, you'll love everything Ace Hardware has to redecorate your home or create unique, one-of-a-kind gifts in their complete craft section. Oh, and find an unlimited variety of herbal teas from the brand for tea's sake. Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Commercials. There we go. The van is finally in connection with us, and we've got interview lined out. Emoto on the night had 140 yards on how many carries? Coy London, our statistician tonight, had 10 carries for 141 yards. Let's go down to Ron Everingham. Ron?
Yeah, down here on the field with Coach Reisdorf and running back Emoto. So you guys come on over here. Coach, I heard at the end there we're having a party at your house.
I'm not going home, so I got another game tomorrow with Rathan, so I'm pretty excited.
Oh, okay. I thought that I heard the players say it was a party at Coach's house. Anyhow, hey, great game. Say something good about this guy right here. What did you see tonight?
A lot to good say. He thinks he's on spin cycle. You know, you're playing a Nintendo and push, what button is it? The B button, and he starts spinning, man. Sometimes I have no idea why he's spinning, but it always seems to work, so keep doing it.
All right, and so talk a little bit about how are you successful in the running game?
I got to give it to my linemen. Like, at the beginning of the season, I was not very sure about them, to be honest, but after a lot of progression through the season, I think we've gotten a lot better. And the way they reach around their blocks on O-zone, I'm liking that blocking scheme.
Okay, there you go. We didn't get a chance to catch up with your quarterback there, so say a little something about how you see him progressing through the year. I think you guys came out of this game healthy, so that's good, but what did you like from your quarterback play?
You know, he's consistent in his throws. He's doing a good job, and he's getting the adequate line protection, like Chris said, because if that doesn't work, then Rhett doesn't work. And so, you know, we're getting better, more crisp routes. And, you know, we're really good at the beginning a lot of times, and then we kind of fade off. And tonight I thought we were pretty good throughout, so that's exciting. I'm excited where we're at right now.
Okay, moving forward, what do you got to work on this week?
You know, there's plenty to work on, and I haven't looked at film, and so I'm sure we'll dissect that and see for sure what's happening. Our defensive end play, I know that's an area that we'll want to address, but you know, I'm really proud of our defense, and a team like that, if you're not disciplined in your run lanes and things like that, they can really make you pay. And I thought our corners and safeties ran the alleys good and it really kept contained when they got outside, and it puts a lot of pressure on a linebacker. Chris and Trayson Neff had his first start tonight at the varsity level, and I thought they did a great job of being able to come up and play the run and then get into the flats and do some things in the passing game as well. So a lot of pressure on those guys, and I thought they answered the bell well.
All right, guys. Hey, great game. Thanks, and have a safe trip back up the mountain. Back up to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Ron, and appreciate, again, Coach Reisdorf taking time with us here. And Chris Emoto, 141 yards on 10 carries tonight. Pretty good average, 14 yards per carry.
Well, I think it's interesting to me how they kind of chuckle about his spin moves. I just think they're outstanding because he really times them well. I thought they had purpose to them. He was able to evade tacklers and close to the goal line a couple of times with those moves. So we keep it up for sure.
Yeah, and you watch, it's almost you see him get into traffic, and it just feels like he's going to get stuck in traffic, and all of a sudden he finds a way out of traffic and is able to pick up 14 yards on the carry when it looked like it was going to go for 2.
Well, and even more impressive than just the spin move. I mean, the spin move is noticeable, but more impressive than that to me is just his ability upon initial contact to just keep his feet moving. He runs downhill real well, runs behind his pads real well, and just makes defensive tacklers pay, you know, when they come in trying to tackle him.
Well, that brings us to our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Lift a smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics.
Well, one thing with Show Low's game, you expect them to throw the ball well. They did that tonight. They ran to the outside fairly effectively, especially against the South Mountain defense. South Mountain just really struggled trying to contain and set edge. But there were a couple of plays we saw tonight, that draw play in particular, where we call it the backdoor draw, where the quarterback reaches around a block that is facing the line of scrimmage, pretending or giving the kind of a blocking stance, and they reach around, and it's a great call in the situation, because you've got that heavy rush because they're expecting pass, and Show Low ran it to perfection tonight. They actually scored twice on it, but the one in particular, it was on their third touchdown in the second quarter. Show Low, it was an 8-yard running touchdown for James Turner, and it was the second time they ran that play, and that play, one, it was a great call at the right time by Show Low. Kudos to the coaching staff for recognizing that, and just great execution. Line blocking was awesome, as Coach mentioned, pretty much all game. But on that play in particular, I think Turner even just walked right into the end zone untouched. So that was just emblematic of just great play calling in general throughout the entire game, and just a very well-executed offensive play that led to their third touchdown.
That's our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Lift a smile, love your smile. And I believe we've got another interview set up, hopefully here. Let's go downstairs and check in with Ron Everingham again. Ron?
Okay, Camden, thanks. Here with Ja'Cory Murphy, Gavin Hack, and Jeremiah Williams. Guys, you guys played. What I really liked about you guys is looking at the sidelines. You guys had great attitudes, even in a tough game. What do you like about your team as it progresses coming in through the rest of this season?
We never give up. We fight no matter what. It don't matter what the score is. It don't matter how the game going. We just always motivate each other, and then we fight. And if I was given 4 more quarters, I'll offer it.
Yeah, you said you wanted to play 4 more quarters, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. And you, talk about playing with grit. I saw you over here throwing up in the trash can. You said your back was hurting. You said some things were going on. Why do you do what you do?
I mean, somebody has to do it. It's my job to lead the team, and without me out there, I don't know what they would do. So I can't leave. It's me and them all game. So last whistle.
Now, Coach Carter seems like a real inspirational guy. What do you like most about what Coach Carter brings to your team?
He motivates us no matter what. Even if we lose, he still motivates us, and he keeps our heads up no matter what. And he's just always there for us no matter what.
Well, look, I'm proud of you guys. Had fun getting to know you guys tonight on the sidelines, and even your one of your water girls is talking about trying out for the team next year. So I don't know what you guys think about that. Anyhow, good work tonight, guys. All right, back to you, Camden.
Thanks, Ron, and we appreciate those guys for taking time. And Williams at the end of the game here with us, and we now move to our final segment of the post game, which is. What did we miss? Punt?
Hit of the game.
Oh, our Deemer's glass-shattering hit of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Hands down, best place to call for quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass. You can call them now at 1-888-GLASSMAN. That's 1-888-GLASSMAN, Deemer's Glass.
So when we do this, we usually try to reflect back on some of the better tackles, because that's where the hits occur. But tonight, it was a running play by Show Low to the outside, and it was an exceptional block. Came close to maybe being a illegal block in terms of being behind the back or what have you, but it was a very well placed block and just laid out the defender for South Mountain. And that block, if I recall correctly, belonged to Cole Gardner, number 2 for Show Low. Again, just coming up at the right time. And with that block, I think allowed Chris Amoto, who was carrying the ball at the time, if I recall correctly, to just bust through and be able to get that out onto that sideline. But it's just a crushing block, well executed. So While we normally look for tackles, that was just an outstanding block that just set the runner free for Show Low, and just a well-executed play.
So our hats off to, as you mentioned, I think it was Gardner, but
pretty sure.
We'll have to go back and look at the video. But that's our Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass. Quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. And I want to get Coy London in here real quick for his final thoughts and comments. Coy, terrific job tonight keeping the stats, and he's our spotter and statistician extraordinaire. Coy, what are your thoughts on the game tonight? I don't know if we can get someone to move that camera so you can be on camera, but go ahead, Coy. Tell us what your thoughts are.
Well, first of all, the passing game was fantastic for Show Low. They had, I think, above a 50 or like around a 60% completion rating. Meanwhile, South Mountain way below, probably about 30%. Receiving, Show Low had their biggest receiver was Jake Reedhead with a total of 40 yards, but they really distributed the wealth with Dominic Cerna, Emoto, Lynn, Garnier, Brown, and South Mountain, on the other hand, distributing between Garcia, Hack, Revels, and Martinez. And they got a total of maybe 120 yards for South Mountain on receiving, and then finally rushing Emoto with the most yards of any player in this game with 140, averaging, but like you said, 14 yards a carry. And close behind him was, actually there was no one really close behind him. The closest person behind him was James Turner with 41 yards.
All right, Coy, thanks a lot. You're hired. Appreciate it. We'll see you back here next week. I guess you probably have a game to do next week. We will be back with Show Low, though, next week. It's our game of the week next week will be in Payson. We follow them to Payson. Next Friday night is the next time we're on the air. We hope you'll join us for that. Once again, the final tonight, Show Low over South Mountain by a final score of 42-6. Pun, any final comments from you?
This is the first time we've seen Show Low this year, I believe. At least I have, and they're impressive.
Absolutely.
Lots to look forward to.
It's going to be a fun game against the Payson Longhorns next week. Again, we invite you back at 7 o'clock on Friday night. We want to thank the kids from the White Mountain Youth Productions. And also we want to thank everybody on the White Mountain Youth Production. The executive director of that youth production is Jerry Butler tonight with kids from Show Low High School. We don't have their names. Isaiah Miller is one of them. We thank David Lujan and also Stephanie Fragoso. Back in the studio, Ashley Harley. And we apologize all night. We've struggled with our internet connection, unfortunately. But we invite you back next week to watch the Payson Longhorns fight against this Cougar team. Will it be a test for the Cougars next week? We hope so. And we'll have the coverage for you here on iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Until then, for Punt Cooley, I'm Camden Smith, and we say so long, everybody.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
In today's
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year. Sunrise Park Resort is open more days this summer and 7 days a week during July and August. New this summer is the Sunrise Zipline Tour. 6 lines of fast, zipping fun. Bring the family for scenic lift rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, a tube slide, airbag jump, climbing wall, and archery target. Stay at the Sunrise Hotel or rent a motorboat or kayak at the Sunrise Lake Marina. Visit the general store for all your camping and fishing supplies. For specific days of operation, call 735-7669 or go to sunriseskipark.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. This has been Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. High school football is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Native Grill and Wings, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopeniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without express written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.